the all clear has not been sounded because there are still plenty of stranded cars out on the roads across the state as tow trucks and CDOT plows try to get our roads back to normal.
More than 100 people ended up at a shelter in Elbert County after they spent the night in their cars. Denver 7's Megan Lopez is live for us at 5. Just a parking lot there at County Line Road, Megan.
Yeah, absolutely, Shannon and Ann. I mean, look behind me. You can see just cars for as far as you can see in this area. You got this guy digging himself out, and that's the situation at this point. These cars just not moving. They had a tow truck in here trying to kind of get them out, but we're talking dozens of cars. So this is going to take a long time to clear up. And all of the motorists told me about how they worked together to get through the night. At the Rattlesnake Fire Station in Elbert County, there's a lot of relief going around.
You almost want to cry because you're so happy that somebody's finally come to get you.
More than 100 stranded motorists were brought to this station today after spending the night in their cars.
We just sat there and idled for 20 hours.
Cars that 24 hours later are just starting to be recovered by tow trucks.
It's a parking lot up there now with all the abandoned cars.
It does not matter if you were in a small compact or a big SUV yesterday here in Elbert County. Everyone got stuck. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Take a look at this. That's the roof of a truck that you're looking at right there. You can see how the snowdrift just blew on the sides. This is what people were dealing with. This is why so many people ended up stranded.
I didn't have any water, so I had a plastic bag. I put snow in it and seal it up, put it on the heater.
For hours, drivers waited.
We had no food, and our water, we went through it pretty quickly.
Even though they were only a few miles from the fire station because
we were unable to get to them with our trucks. We were getting our trucks stuck.
But through the snowstorm and the chaos,
Just total whiteout. I probably couldn't even see 5 feet in front of me.
a community came together.
There was this wonderful gentleman who came before it got too bad and cleared my tailpipe out for me.
Helping one another out where they could.
And I would run up to the truck in front of me and talk to him or run back to someone else.
Sharing the limited supplies they had and looking out for one another until help arrived.
I was told, hey, do you have enough fuel? Because if you don't, you can jump in with us.
And when they finally made it to safety, sharing their experiences.
It's funny because when we got here, we all said, oh, which one were you in? Which one were you in?
Because when snowstorms like this hit, it's human nature to do whatever it takes
We live out in the country. We're friendly people.
to survive.
Everybody was looking out for everybody. There's a community.
And that woman that you just heard from, she actually had a couple of extra power bars in her car. And I mean, you could think about if you're in your car alone and you don't know when you're going to get it picked up, how coveted those power bars and those drinks and waters are. But she was still sharing them, just kind of showing you the community here. Now, out here on the roads, I mean, you can see that there is a tractor in the distance trying to plow out that snow and remove everything so that they can start to get these cars gone. But I mean, there were still more than 100 motorists that were at that fire district station, and they said that they didn't know if they were going to be able to get to their cars tonight, didn't know if they were going to have to spend the night there. They were all just very, very grateful for the Colorado National Guard, very grateful for the Rattlesnake District for coming out there and for risking their lives to try to get them to safety. And a lot of these cars, I mean, they're not small cars. These are big trucks. The reason that there was this backup is because a semi truck got stuck in the front, and then it kind of started this snowball effect where you have this big pileup of cars that are big enough to maybe get out of the snow, but just couldn't go anywhere. They got stuck. And one of the motorists actually told me that because her tailpipe started filling up with snow, she started getting lightheaded, started smelling carbon monoxide, and she was very scared for a little bit there. So she kept turning off her car and turning it back on every once in a while to get warm. So just a very, very scary situation for everyone that was out here on East County Line Road overnight. I'm live. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.